Welcome back. We're shifting our focus now to Jammu Kashmir. It's a scramble as parties embark on Mission Kashmir. After all, this will be the first election after a gap of 10 years and the first election in 35 years without the fear of terrorism. As drums of democracy resonate in Naya Kashmir, Times Now will get you the trailer before the 8th October verdict. This election, conducted in 3 phases, was particularly significant as it was the first since the abrogation of 370 in 2019. The National Conference and Congress jointly fought the electoral battle, while the PDP and the BJP contested independently. Can Omar win the prestige battle? Will Mehbooba's PDP resurrect and reclaim its relevance? Will independents emerge as the kingmakers? And will BJP's statehood vow to resonate in the valley? What's some of the voices from Jammu Kashmir?
आपको आतंकवाद चाहिए या चैन, अमन, शांति, विकास और उद्योग विकास चाहिए, ये आपको तय करना है। अगर एनसी कांग्रेस आई तो आतंकवाद आएगा और भाजपा आई तो किसी की ताकत नहीं है आतंकवाद को यहां घुसपैठ कराने की। कश्मीर में ऐसी सरकारें थी जो आतंकवाद के सामने आंख मूंद कर बैठी। ऐसे लोग भी हैं जो शांति होती थी तो यहां आकर मुख्यमंत्री बन जाते थे और आतंकवाद होता था तो दिल्ली में जाकर कॉफी बार में कॉफी पीते थे। इन्होंने आतंकवाद को बढ़ाया। मैं आज कहना चाहता हूं, मोदी जी के 10 साल में आतंकवाद में 70% कमी लाने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की है।
आपका सिर्फ स्टेट नहीं छीना गया, आपके अधिकार, आपका धन, सारा का सारा आपसे छीना जा रहा है। आज जम्मू कश्मीर में राजा बैठा हुआ है, उसका नाम एलजी है मगर वो है राजा। और जो आपका धन है आपसे छीना जा रहा है, बाहर के लोगों को दिया जा रहा है, चाहे वो आपके कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हो, सारा का सारा फायदा बाहर के लोगों को मिल रहा है और जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों से छीना जा रहा है।
Of course, all the political parties are claiming that they will win the maximum number of seats, but let's tell you about the issues on which these parties sought votes from the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Restoration of statehood. This was a demand by the NC, the PDP and Congress is one of the key issues in Jammu Kashmir polls. Then you have the Naya Kashmir pitch by the Bharatiya Janata Party, a narrative that the BJP spoke about post the abrogation of Article 370. Apart from Naya Kashmir, you have the peace push, BJP's agenda which focuses on improved security and what all has happened after the abrogation of 370, how they have contributed in improving the situation. Dip in stone pelting, organized strikes, terror incidents, all of this was cited by the BJP, their leaders during campaigning as well, by the Prime Minister also. Tourists' visits up from 34 lakh in 2020 to 2.11 crore in 2023. Another sign of improvement of development in Naya Kashmir. Jobs and investment, nearly 36,000 people got government jobs in the last 5 years in Jammu Kashmir. These are the key issues that the political parties relied on. Since August 2019, Jammu and Kashmir received 5,600 crore rupees private investment. And the BJP claims all of that is possible because the incidents of terror, stone pelting has all come down after the abrogation of 370. Let me go to Mr. Sushil Pandit. What is happening in Jammu and Kashmir? What is your assessment? What does the high voter turnout really tell you?
Yeah, I think Jammu and Kashmir should be measured by a different yardstick altogether. The politics there is not normal. It doesn't revolve around so much around jobs, tunnels, highways, railways, aviation, tourists, industry. Nah, these are peripheral issues and more for the consumption during the speeches for electoral campaigns. Key issue, especially in the valley, is jihad. Who are on which side of this dividing line, which is what makes Engineer Rashid like people win Lok Sabha elections and his nominee become principal challengers in assembly election. In Jammu, this also works because here people are consolidated on the issue of defeating the valley politics. And they invoke what is happening in valley and the speeches that are delivered in valley in order to consolidate voters in Jammu, because it is, as they say, Hindu majority region, but no. less than 60% Hindu population, more than 40% Muslim population, though concentrated more in the northern region of Jammu region, which is Rajouri, Poonch, Doda, Kishtwar area. In the southern Jammu region, again, this voter consolidation happens on account of whether Kashmir will stay secure within Indian Union or not. Because that is what BJP also invokes during the electoral campaigns. So primarily these are the issues, but you can't espouse them openly, blatantly during election campaigns, though even those lines are breached. Even those lines are breached because you promise POK in Jammu, you promise Sharia in Kashmir Valley. This is nothing but dog whistle for separatism, for independence, for all kinds of azadi politics in the valley. So that's where the cookie crumbles. However, right now, BJP has tried very hard, poaching people from National Conference, from Congress, from PDP, giving them tickets, mandates, and aspiring to have them elected from places like Meindar, places like Rajouri, places like Naushera, places like Doda. That is happening. How far they'll succeed, I have my doubts.
Okay.
Whether this will be at the cost of the patriotic vote in Jammu, maybe, because there is a great deal of erosion of that consolidated constituency, because BJP has been trying to appease the valley politicians and valley voters, though getting nothing in return.
I think Sushil ji says the election is not normal. Having seen elections, covered elections out there, I think this is the most normal that one has seen out there. Of course, there are statements about separatism, but very less. That khud mukhtari, the Kashmir ka rishta, Pakistan se rishta kya la ilaha illallah, you know, all those slogans were not there this time. You were seeing people without any fear coming and casting their vote, without any fear campaigning, coming for the campaign. It's not seen as an anti-national activity to be part of the Indian election system at all. Now, the thing about it is about separatism, about Jammu having a say. BJP was on the back foot because of all the concessions that they had made. In Jammu, they were on a back foot because of the concessions they had made in Kashmir. They did not have people in Kashmir contesting the election. Right. So this was bad for BJP when it began. The Congress was on an upper stage, but somehow they seem to have whittled away the advantage that they had. So while they were sitting pretty, the BJP worked on their co-voter base, and it didn't take long for them to come back. So this time around, Jammu will have, first time ever, Jammu will be able to decide or have a role in who will be in power in Jammu and Kashmir in the assembly. That itself is fabulous. As far as the NC and the PDP is concerned, they have made statements regarding what you said out there, restoration of statehood. They have promised it. They cannot not make that promise. And everybody across the board wants statehood restored. They said, "Hamari shinakt ki baat hai." You know, it's that identity that everybody talks about. And the other one that they promise is restoration of 370, where they know that this is just a false promise. It's fraudulent promise. The people know that it's a fake promise, and the people who are making the promise know that they can't deliver.
One of the things is that second highest number of independents are contesting this time around Jammu and Kashmir. They will have a big say.
So, but since I was there for a week, should I speak about what I think will be the outcome? So I think Jammu, definitely BJP will be the single largest. So Congress going up is coming down because they messed up their campaign in the last stretch. But people, contrary to the statement that there are secret deals being made, NC will not go with the BJP. Otherwise, there will be a split in the NC.
Okay. And
people voted because the people who used to call for the boycotts are now also contesting. The Jamaat-e-Islami chaps are in the contest. So the guys who would kill you if you went and did have been defamed. There is no doubt about that. And so people are voting, but they are voting, the Valley vote is against the BJP. So there's going to be zero for the BJP out of Kashmir Valley. It's going to be very hard for any party now from Kashmir to make a deal with the BJP. So we have to watch the numbers.
People like Engineer Rashid have said कि हमें कोई problem नहीं, अगर हमको BJP के साथ भी जाना पड़े तो हम BJP के साथ भी.
Got to go back right now into jail. Now, if you want to make it'll be impossible for the BJP ideologically to do that. The main hopes are pinned दिस इज अ डीप स्टेट थिंग कि एनसी के साथ
But that has happened in the past.
एनसी अगर उसको सुसाइड करना है तो हो जाएगा,
ठीक है, very
लेकिन
quickly.
मुझे नहीं लगता ऐसा होगा, अटकेगा।
हाँ मिस्टर मगामी, नैरेटिव जो बीजेपी ने भी बिल्ड किया ऑन ग्राउंड की, जब हाई वोटर टर्नआउट देख रहे हैं, और जैसा स्मिता प्रकाश ने कहा सबसे नॉर्मल इलेक्शन यही था, ये सब इसीलिए हुआ क्योंकि एब्रिगेशन ऑफ 370 हुआ, क्योंकि बीजेपी ने सिक्योरिटी सिचुएशन को वहां पर इंप्रूव किया। अंडर करंट लोगों को लग रहा है कि बीजेपी के साथ।
ये तो पहली बार तो इलेक्शन नहीं हुए जम्मू कश्मीर में, इससे पहले भी इलेक्शन हुए। ये कहना कि सिचुएशन इंप्रूव हो गई, तो इससे पहले जो इलेक्शन थे तब सिचुएशन इंप्रूव नहीं थी, फिर इलेक्शन क्यों हो रहे थे? अगर सिचुएशन इंप्रूव नहीं थी तो इलेक्शन क्यों हो रहे? रही बात, आपने अभी स्क्रीन पे दिखाया 36,000 वैकेंसीज को फिल किया गया। जब आर्टिकल हटाया गया, फ्लोर ऑफ द हाउस 50,000 नौकरी की बात की गई थी, जिसमें हार्डली 15,000 फिल किए गए। 36,000 फिल नहीं किए वैकेंसीज, ये वैकेंसीज नहीं हो पाई। जो भी वादे 370 को हटाने के बाद किए गए, चाहे इंडस्ट्री के वादे किए गए थे, यहाँ बड़े बड़े इंडस्ट्री लग जाएंगे क्योंकि 370 इंडस्ट्री
के वादों पर लोग वोट कर चुके, अब तो हो गया, वो तो वादे क्या सच्चे थे झूठे थे वो तो हो गया। लेकिन जो सवा नकवी ने कहा अनकंफर्टेबल अलायंस वाली बात मैं पहले भी कह रही थी कि ऐसा डील कोई करेगा ही नहीं।
देखिए,
कोशिश होगी, अफवाह फैलाई जा रही है श्रीनगर से दिल्ली तक बहुत दिनों से,
अफवाह,
लेकिन होगा नहीं।
नहीं ऐसा है,
बिना alliance के हो ही नहीं सकता।
ये डील पोस्ट इलेक्शन या पोस्ट काउंटिंग डील नहीं है, ये डील हो चुकी है, ये डन डील है।
ओके,
ये इलेक्शंस को होना है, इसलिए चुप हैं।
चलो, we will
देखिए
see.
2014 में जो असेंबली इलेक्शंस हुए थे, पीडीपी कैंपेन्ड ऑन स्टॉपिंग बीजेपी इन JNK. PDP's campaign was most vitriolic and vociferous.
राइट,
Because they were championing the cause of not letting BJP
Absolutely.
into JNK.
Yes.
And then
But-
they formed a government with the